But LeBron James, this is what he had to say, Lakers land, about his goals for this upcoming season. He said, for this season, it's simple, being appreciative of the moment. Now, this is so interesting. And I told y'all this was going to be a problem. I told y'all this was going to be a problem, but let me finish up. LeBron says, while I'm engulfed in the preparation and process of doing whatever it takes to help my team win, I want to make sure I'm enjoying the moment around me alongside my son, my teammates, and the fans. You can lose sight so quickly throughout the course of the season, and taking that step back to celebrate those moments is what I'm looking forward to with that Hennessy VS by my side. Wow. This is LeBron James speaking on his goals for the upcoming NBA season. Question number one, Lakers land, what was missing out of those comments or statements from LeBron when we talk about expectations for this season? How about winning an NBA title? LeBron James did not even mention winning a championship as being an expectation. Very interesting to me, because that doesn't ever seem to be LeBron's genetic makeup. A lot of greats that we've seen, even though if they're shorthanded, that has always been the goal. And they've always been vocal about it. So it's interesting that LeBron spoke on all of this expectation, but didn't mention championship. And I told y'all a week ago, will Bronny James, the presence of Bronny James, will it affect LeBron? You know, everybody talk about how good or bad Bronny James is playing the game of basketball, but I brought a question to you guys maybe a week ago. What is Bronny's presence going to do for LeBron? I'm not talking about because Bronny is there, that's going to make LeBron shoot worse or make more mistakes, turn the ball over. I'm not talking from that angle. I'm talking about from a mental standpoint. How aggressive, how direct, how indirect is LeBron going to be this season now that he has his son on the team? How is he going to approach that? You know, he already spoke out on him not wanting Bronny to call him dad. So they already trying to establish a different style of communication. But LeBron James admitted in that first practice that they had last week, he got stuck and caught in a moment because he realized, and you know, this opportunity that he has, and he got his son right here in front of him playing in the NBA. Like, this is really an interesting situation, a unique situation. And even though LeBron has been praised for having a great basketball IQ, one of the smartest players we've ever seen, still a human being. And, you know, to see your son in the same uniform as you on the practice court, in the practice facility, you got to be taken back. You know, you gotta kind of maybe black out and kind of forget where you are. I don't anticipate it being a long going issue for LeBron and Bronny James at the end of the day. I think they will figure it out. But just because it's not a lot or because it doesn't happen for a long time doesn't mean that it doesn't have impact. Timing is everything. We would hope that LeBron doesn't have these moments in games when it counts the most. I know all of Lakers land felt like Bronny James wouldn't even be getting no minutes this season, but look what the team looks like as far as the roster. I think everybody that's under contract for the Lakers have an opportunity to actually get some bump. I have expectations to see Bronny James and Dalton Connect and the rest of the gang playing some real minutes this season, sooner than later. Matter of fact, sooner than later. You know, so with that being said, you know, I'm going to be locked on LeBron James Sr. just as much as Bronny James, just for the simple fact that LeBron has been transparent, not once, but twice, that he has got caught up in the moment now that he has his son as a teammate. Will this spoil over into the regular season, into the playoffs if the Lakers, by all means, make it that far? How is it going to affect how aggressive, you know, LeBron is or how indirect he's going to be when it comes to his teammates this season. I think it's going to be an interesting challenge for both individuals. And then again, no matter what you say about LeBron James as far as the credit you want to give him for his basketball intelligence, this is still a scenario and a situation that no one has ever experienced before at this magnitude. So LeBron doesn't even really have anybody to kind of go to talk to about this one. He's going to have to learn this on the fly. And you got a new coach with JJ Redick. It's just so many moving parts. But we'll see, man. It's coming around the corner. But my biggest takeaway from LeBron James when he spoke on his goals for the new upcoming NBA season is that he did not mention an NBA title. When have you ever heard a star talk about their goals for the season and don't mention winning a championship? Am I saying that LeBron is going to take a back seat? He's not going to go hard this year? I don't. He hasn't given me any reason of that other than this shaky comment. I mean, he was going crazy in the Olympics, right? Justo said, LeBron is being realistic. They don't have a team to compete. I mean, look, I get it. I get it. We shouldn't be favored to win any championship. But that's not what you want to ever hear from a fan of a team, a coach of a team, or a player of a team, much less the best player, much less the face. You don't ever want to see those guys give it up, because once that happens, you definitely don't stand no chance. No matter how realistic it is that the Lakers won't be a competitive team for a title, you still got to go out there, and if you're going to put that uniform on, you're going to have to fake it till you make it. I don't want to get that vibe at all. I don't want to get that vibe at all. And like I said, just looking at past conversations that we've watched LeBron, do, he's always harped on, winning and getting over the hump. Being a little bit more humble about the situation right now, was keeping it real. I can't get mad at him for if that's how he feel. But, it did take me for a loop just a little bit. For all the latest news and debates on the Los Angeles Lakers, be sure to subscribe here to the Lakers Land platform with Seven, Mitchell, BA, and Hank. Also, don't forget to check out our playback room for our free VIP watch parties to all our Lakers games, and of course the live Lakerland podcast. That's playback.tv/LakersLand.